So today's presentation is very meaningful, guys, and today we are going to set the tone for 2023. I'm going to give you a step-by-step approach. I'm going to give you the requirements. I'm going to give you the performance criteria, and I'm going to give you the skills which you have to develop in yourself based on your decision. What is your dream? What is your level of achievement? What you want to do in your life? But we are going to start it with an interesting story, a very interesting story. How is it? Good? So the simple reason the first kid was thinking like that, it's the same. Same mom, same atmosphere, same setup, but a different thought process. One thinking negative, and one is having a hope. Do you think it happens to all of us? How do we behave? Do we try to compare it with our journey in real estate? Do you think it's creating some relevance to our thought process before coming and joining real estate? Don't you think we had the same question? There is nothing in real estate industry. I don't think so I can make 100,000. I don't think so there can be success for us. And a lot of us, including me, we came with the thought process, what if I make $60,000? That will be fantastic. We never thought about it that this is what we can do. Our life can be better after we join. And then when we became Realtor, a lot of you had no thought process, faith and trust that we can become team leaders. It was the same fight, right? But some of you just kept fighting with that belief that no, there is a journey after delivery. There's a journey after becoming a Realtor. But many of those are not believing onto that what you are doing. They still keep coming and telling you, no, no, no. What you are thinking is a myth. There is nothing which is called mother. There is nothing which is called success after becoming a Realtor. There is nothing called as a team lead. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of stress in becoming a team lead. Am I right? Now let's look at another example. In this, both the babies, they were in the exact same environment. First baby couldn't see any future, whereas the second baby was more optimistic about their chances. And he had the belief. So, a very important lesson for all of us to learn. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, and optimists see the opportunity in every difficulty. Now let's look at this another beautiful example of life. Do you know what is this basically? Life cycle of who?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. So butterfly starts the life cycle from here, am I right? No? From where? From the eggs. And then it goes to an caterpillar or larva state, and then it goes to pupa and then becomes the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful creature on this earth, butterfly. But what do you think when the egg is in that shape? Does every egg reach onto that stage? But some of them reach here. So only 1 or 2 butterfly eggs out of 100 live to become adult butterflies. Only 1 or 2. But some of them reach here, some of them reach here, and only few reach here. Now what they need from this journey to this journey, what do you need? Why out of 100, only 1 or 2 reach onto that beautiful stage of life? Those one who gets the right food to grow, a safe place, and the right time to emerge. Now let me ask you a question. What if we get that baby delivered in 5 or 6 months? What's going to happen?
Premature.
And what's going to happen if the baby is premature? So many problems. Disease, maybe physical fitness, mental growth, a lot of things. And he will keep struggling. He will keep struggling. So guys, these two are the beautiful stories which tells us, especially in the second story, do you think that caterpillar knows that it is going to become beautiful butterfly? Maybe yes, maybe no. But when it is safely wrapped up with a cocoon, it was thinking that I can go to the next stage. So it's a complete process which we have to understand. That is very, very important. Now, why these two stories are very important for us? Do you think these two stories has correlation or any similarity between the organizational structure which we are building? Anybody wants to comment onto it? How?
Growth.
Growth.
To go through the process.
Safe environment.
Safe environment. Let's understand what the steps of those journeys are going to be, what you need, what should be your requirement, how you have to grow yourself, what kind of atmosphere you need to go from one journey to another. So every human being has the capacity to succeed, but we all need training and right atmosphere to do that. All realtors do not transform into entrepreneurs. They need the right environment and support to do so. Now, I always keep talking about entrepreneurship in real estate industry, and a lot of us wants to become entrepreneurs, right? I don't know from where that word came into existence in SaveMax, and I see a lot of people outside started talking about entrepreneurs. But do they really understand, do they really know what the entrepreneurship is? Right? Let's say if I just go and open up a shop, people start saying I'm an entrepreneur. A realtor who is working as a realtor starts saying like I'm an entrepreneur. They're right or wrong, we are nobody to judge, we are nobody to decide. But what my understanding of entrepreneur is a forward-thinking individual with the drive and skill to turn a business vision into a successful reality. What sets them apart from the realtors? Of course, a good mentorship as well as the right platform. Because if somebody is dreaming of going into an entrepreneurship level, it means they have some skill set. It means at least they have the thought process. It means they have the zeal to come out of that 60,000 crowd and start thinking, because that is the first step which we have to take to get into that journey. But is that journey is from realtor to an entrepreneur? Is it a straightforward journey? Is there steps to it? Let's look into it. So I actually specifically try to put immigrant over there because a lot of us come from that background. These are some steps of that journey which I could understand and I want to share with you. The first step is either as an immigrant you come into this country or you start your career as a new realtor, a new agent. And then the second step, you go and you become a successful realtor for yourself. And then you go and reach on to the next level, which is team leader and mentor. And then you become broker of record. And then you go on to an entrepreneurial journey. So my humble request, everybody sitting here, please decide your step. Please decide your destiny. Please decide which step you want to achieve. So let's look at the first step of it. So we are going to talk about a couple of things. So we all are actually at the first step at least. We all started as a new realtor, right? Some of them, from the new realtor, they have come on to the first step, which is becoming a successful realtor. Now to many of the new team members or who just joined SaveMax, they had some good 8-10 years experience in the other brokerage, but they were not able to get the kind of success they were looking for. So I have put up 3 or 4 requirements. The first thing is, what is the requirement? What kind of skill set you need to reach from a new realtor to a successful realtor? Then, what is going to be your timeline approximately? And at the end, what is going to be your criteria to go to the next level? Again, guys, exceptions are always there. But this is what I could figure out with my experience of almost last 12 years, building up team, building up structure, and coming up onto a level where we are putting up an international brand in the market today. So the basic requirements from a new realtor to a successful realtor is, the first thing is you have to start building up the connections. You have to start exploring yourself and start connecting with the people who can give you business. Working hard is a very important criteria in your first to second stage from realtor to a successful realtor stage. And learning. I put a lot of emphasis on learning, especially for the brand new realtors. Because if you don't learn your business, you will end up ruining a couple of more people in your life. If you learned it wrong, you're going to teach it wrong. Am I right? Does that make sense? So whatever wrong things I learned in my life, I taught all of you. And many of you are in trouble just because of that. The buzzwords for this, motivation and passion, very, very important, guys. Now, what are the timelines? That's very important. So that you can understand that this is the timeline. We don't want to have premature babies, am I right? Because we already spoke about it. What is going to happen if a baby is born in 5 or 6 or 7 months, it's not going to be a healthy baby. So it's the same thing that applies to us. So the timeline, based on the experience, based on what we have done, I see it is in between 1 to 3 years. Now it all depends upon person to person. But what should be the criteria? What should be the performance criteria? That is very, very important. So my understanding is, if you achieve 25 to 40 deals a year, that should be the minimum criteria for you to go to the next level. And again, it all depends upon your talent, your performance, your credibility, your hard work, your motivation, and so many things, whatever you can think of. Now, what was the next level? Team leads. Now, you don't need the same qualities. You don't need the same traits when you are transforming yourself from a realtor to a team leader. You need to have some different qualities for that. You need to learn something different, because now you are not doing what you were doing as a realtor. To become a successful team leader from a realtor, the first one is the leadership skill. Second one is time management. And third one is team building. Of course, you need all those criteria for the transition. But maybe now you don't need to do hard work. You need to do a smart work now. Now, in this, the buzzword has been changed. Now, the buzzword is the confidence and decision making. Now, why? Why do you need confidence and decision making? Because now you are transforming yourself onto a leadership level. And the job of the leader is, they don't do anything whole day. They just keep making decisions. Now, what is my job? Starting from the morning, going until evening, make the decisions where I have to put the chairs, how I have to do the cleaning. We have to do decision making. And we have to have a confidence so that we can grow our team further. And what is the timelines for this? Earlier, when I started, my understanding, the timeline was 3 to 5 years. But now, because we have a system in place, we have a structure in place, we can do that in between 2 to 3 years. A lot of us do agree on to that, and a lot of us have gone on to that journey within the same timelines, within the same performance criteria, within the same skill set which we are talking here.